So our next presenter is Dewberry. No, excuse me, Robera Gimfesa. Robera Eyewitness Device. On Eyewitness Device, so you can share your screen, Robera.
Got you. Just bear with me. Can you guys see my full screen?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Infessa, and I'll be doing my senior capstone project presentation today. And my project is a surveillance video at a traffic stop or eyewitness. What does this mean? So eyewitness might be confusing for this project, but however, the project is a project that will gather an evidence at a traffic stop at a police when a police officer stops a driver, and this project will gather a video recording evidence from a police officer, and as a person is being pulled over, the person will be able to record the video as taken is taken an action, and he will be or she will be able to send the data to the cloud. Why this project? This project started after George Floyd's death, and I started working on it to find a path on how to fix the ongoing issue. It seems like police officers are getting away with a lot of cases nowadays because of the lack of evidence, and this project might be one of the ways to provide evidence, so the cases just don't get dismissed most of the time. What would this project do? This project will have cameras around a car that will record a video and collect sound and data as a person is getting ready to record. They have a motor that will find a better angle at a right angle to record a video, and once they start streaming it, they will be collecting files and data from the camera. For this project, the equipment, the materials that I needed was USB camera, a Raspberry Pi, embed, and Motion iOS, which is the software. And since this project is related to the modern world, it will be used with a hotspot or a Wi-Fi with a Wi-Fi, something that's supported with a Wi-Fi connection. Step to completion. Number one was camera. I need to look into what kind of cameras I was able to use for this project. And going through the list, my first option was IP camera, which is Internet Protocol camera that is supported around in the neighborhood, houses, or business offices, all inside buildings. Which this is not going to be best fit for my project because most of IP cameras comes with a network cable connection, and I am not looking to connect my Raspberry Pi or what device that I'm using inside my car through to a network with a network cable. So, and most of IP cameras comes with a network connector. And also they do come with a Wi-Fi connection. However, the pricing for this project might go up, and I try to stay away from it. And next one is a USB cable camera. We could connect any kind of USB camera to any device and collect data from it. And we have a USB camera right here, as you can see, we could use this as a side camera with our computer to do any kind of communication or event. However, the pricing is still going go up for this project. So I tend to use an internal or built-in camera that is found from any kind of device like cell phone or computer. We could dismantle or remove it from it and extend it to a USB camera, and this will make it the project cheaper, and also to find a new one is a cost. It doesn't cost as much as the rest. Moving on, RTSP or real time streaming protocol is a network protocol which is designed for use in events, communication, or entertainment to control a streaming media. This protocol is designed to create an easy way to monitor or control or regulate a media stream and record a video also. And for us to be able to have a RTSP, we need NVR. As they recommend, a lot of people recommend NVR. A lot of people recommend DVR, which NVR is a network video recording, and also DVR is a digital video recording. Both of this NVR and DVR has this. They do the same kind of job. However, digital video recording is morely a camera that is connected to it with a wire, so it could take the input of the camera with most wires, and and this kind of devices are big, as you guys can see it on the top picture. This device are too big for the car, and I wanted to stay away from it, and I chose Raspberry Pi, which can collect, which is able to do RTSP, and which can collect a USB data inputs, and also can run a different kind of software. This NVR and DVR comes with same kind of software. And Raspberry, you have many kind of software on GitHub that you could choose the best fit for you. This project is also available on GitHub. Moving on, I went on what kind of software. So let me back up a little bit, and I chose Raspberry Pi because it's a small device and also a cheap price, and also it is flexible and modern technology to use such a project like this. Software. Um, once I found out Raspberry was going to be my best fit for this project, I decided what kind of software would be a good one to collect the inputs of uh, the cameras and have a display, or I want to have a view of the camera. How can I do that? FS webcam was my first option, which is a small and simple webcam software. It captures an image from a different kind of sources and perform a simple manipulation of a capture on on the capture image. It edits it with a JPE file and all those different files to make it flexible for yourself. However, since I'm looking to record a video and stream a video and display it on my view to see what the camera is looking, Motion iOS was the best one because FS webcam is just for a picture, to take a picture, and you don't even get to see them. You don't even get to see the display as a streaming. So this one, however, Motion iOS, which is on the left hand side, you have a display of your camera, your multiple cameras. Right here, you can see this is my house on the left side, and on the right side, this is my inside the house, and that's me working on my project. And this Motion iOS was best fit for this project because it could capture a picture as well. It could record a video, and it has many options for the camera resolution, uh, you can edit with to make a since we are using a data, we have to play with the resolution to we cannot have a higher resolution and expect the camera to be working because we're not going to have a higher data since we are using a hotspot. Mounting the camera. Uh, One of the thing I focused on is we need to have a better angle to record. So we need I intended to use my micro server as SG G I mean 9G, and this is a way of me uh, writing a code that will move this servo motor into two dimensional direction, which is which needs an improvement, but however it works fine for now, and we will see how I mounted it on a car. Okay. This is the position I chose for the car. As you can see, there's I used tape to mount it just for the for the purpose of this project. And this is the simple code I just gave, and it runs. It goes up and down. How's this project built? This project has two cameras. Right here on the left side and right side, which is the rear and the front. And this camera will be inserted into inserted to a Pi through the USB ports, and the camera will capture once a person starts streaming the displaying the streaming display. Since this project will like I mentioned, since this project will have a higher we'll need to use a high data, we need to reduce the resolution of the camera. We're not expecting to see a clear view like we are seeing something on the TV. So it's based off a surveillance security, so it's just for us to get a good look of it, a good look of what's happening. Okay, how does it work? Once a car is being pulled over, a driver will be able to connect the Pi with their cell phone through an IP address, and once they have access to that IP address, you'll see the display of your cameras uh, and options to start recording. Uh, as a as the police officer comes, you press record, and those files are automatically going to the cloud, which they could be stored on Google Drive or Dropbox and other network storage anyone has. This is the IP connection I have on my computer. This is my computer, and this is my phone. With the IP address, you will be able to find the information on the Raspberry Pi. So as a result, this project will provide an evidence recorded video from a car camera that's capturing a scene while the mic is recording the sound and conversation. And as the camera is recording, the file is being sent to cloud because it's working with network. Even though it's in the car, it's connected through a hotspot by a phone, by a cell phone. Some of the improvements that needs to happen to this project is sharing an IP address, which somebody could access your Raspberry Pi from different place, from different location by your permission, and this could help by somebody giving someone a call to check on what's happening, or someone to monitor from outside of the location of the Raspberry Pi. And better motor moving. This one of the things I said, I talk about the motor. We have many other options to find a right motor that will do a 3D movement. And for that is because we need to find a better angle because camera now camera finding a right angle on the camera is is kind of needed because we need to capture the whole many scenes as possible. And also placing the wire, it was kind of hard to put the Raspberry Pi into the car because once I'm not a car owner, and it's kind of I need a whole day to wire those cables and remove them on that day. A better network data. For this, we can use a USB network adapter, which can fasten up or better our data. Uh, this could be because, like I said, resolution needs to be low for us to for this project to be effective. So if we have a better data, we could increase our resolution, and we could see better, and we could get a better view. Uh, Automatic when detecting a police officer. This project has a motion detection and also a different kind of featuring. However, this is another for this specific project. Since we are focusing on a police officer stop, we could work on having automatic detecting when an officer is stopping a driver. Resource. Dr. O was one of my resources by with most of the uh, ideas. She was the one who proposed the project to me, and embed tutorials were helpful as well because we worked on our first semester. We worked on embed, which I wanted to use embed on the motor post with modulation, and also GitHub, which is a Raspberry Pi software where you could find. That's where I found Motion iOS, and also raspberrypi.org, which is a page for information on what's Raspberry, what can it do, and all the information that I need for Raspberry Pi. And also, this project, since it was mostly about surveillance, I looked into security surveillances and other places, and how it could work, and how real timing streaming protocol work, because that's the main part about understanding about this project, because we need RTSP, and to have the RTSP, we have to have a software that can manage the inputs. Uh, and I have a video which I want to show. Is not a long video. Is a 1 minute video. Can you guys see the video? Dr. O, can you tell me if you guys see it?
We see your screen, but no video showing yet. It's just blank screen.
Okay, I'm sharing it again. Give me a second. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Some of the black part are supposed to be a video, which I want to show it again if I can. Give me a second. In the meantime, I will show you what I have. Can you guys be able to see this picture? I mean, this view.
Right here.
Okay, so this is one the camera I have it set up in the house right now. This is one of the camera in my room, and I have another camera pointing at the house, the different house, and I have also this camera in the room right here. Yeah, but it's kind of slow because of I'm having a 3 camera, and I have a good high resolution for one of the camera right here, and which I need to play around with it to have a good best fit for the movements. And I also have a recording video for my motor. However, it's showing a dark screen. But basically, this would be my project. Thank you for listening, everyone. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Are there any questions for Rivera?
I pretty much like this because I like the idea of the video capturing through the USB. I like the idea of video capturing.
Thank you very much.
Because I use it all the time at home when I record movies and all that.
Yeah, it's good. I'm really interested in this kind of because having a wireless video camera that will capture and restore videos is one of the best things to do, and store those files onto a cloud.
Yeah, that's what I do. I like this cloud thing as well. Anytime I save a file from Microsoft Office, I save it directly to my cloud. Yeah.
Dr. Nietzsche, Associate Dean.
Oh, hi. Yeah, Mr. Hafesa, enjoyed your presentation. A couple of questions. The first is, I came in a little late. So all the views from your car, that you had multiple views taken by the system, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. At convenience, could you send me your report? I'd be very interested in reading it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
This presentation is being recorded, Dr. Nietzsche, so you'll be able to watch the recording after.
Okay, very good. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Industry Advisory Board member, Dr. Mike Marcos. We're glad you could join us this morning, Dr. Marcos. Thank you. Yeah. Any more questions for Robera? Yeah, Robera, what do you think are the improvements, future work that needed to be done on this project?
So some of the improvement, like I mentioned, was having a better network, because we need to have a better look. We don't want the cameras to cut off or to be having a slow frame rate. So if we have when I try it in the house, since I have a better Wi-Fi here, we will have a better quality of the look. But if we do it with a hotspot cell phone, which is not as strong as house Wi-Fi, it will be kind of freezing. I have a video. I wanted to show a video of that moment where it will be a stop and just me moving around, me stopping and moving. But that was when I was moving. So I think you guys can relate what kind of movement it will be when it's a slow network. And also the sharing IP address. If someone can have access to your the Raspberry Pi IP address for a different location, and they can access it through your permission, is a great idea also to improve on this project. And the last one is the automatic detection for a police officer, and automatically start recording, and that's also another better improvement for this project. Yeah.
I may have one question.
Yes.
Robera, so you almost answered my question, but so when you, okay, let's say you're driving, right? And you pulled over. How does your system kick in? What's like, you could stop for some other reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a particular keyword or some method that identifies this is a police pullover and starts recording, or it does just the recording every time you stopped?
So if I get your question, is it only when you stop? All the connection is coming from all of the demands are coming from your phone. So whenever you log into that IP, or that IP could be logged into your phone. Whenever you open your phone, you will see the views on the camera without recording at first. It would not be recording. It would just be showing the view of the camera. Once there's a place that says movies and starts, when you turn it on, it will automatically start recording. And I'm not sure if I answered your question. Would that be?
Well, I think, yeah, maybe like, okay, then there's a video, then you can hit start or something. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there will be a press start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you?
Because it won't be continuous.
Have you?
Okay.
Say. Go ahead.
It could the video will be a continuous video, and but you will have to stop it for it to stop recording. But the stream will be available anytime you log in. You will see the view of your cameras.
Okay. Have you contemplated about like maybe using artificial intelligence to just do the work in the best possible way, maybe for the future?
I was supposed to work. Can you repeat it again?
Yeah. Have you contemplated like maybe utilizing some of the artificial intelligence or AI technology into use, so that maybe it can do the work the best way possible?
Yeah, I want this project to be available into the real world, because that's why I want it to be exactly. I was trying hard to make a perfect fit, acceptable with the pricing as well. For example, nowadays when we buy a car, every items in the car has detail. Like every item has pricing and details. For example, GPS cost singularly like cost $150 from a car, almost. So I'm trying to make a perfect, close to that estimate, so people it won't be unreasonable. So it could be reasonable for people to purchase it.
Thank you. Thank you, Robert.
You will.
Thank you. Did you try applying Amazon Web Services function, in particular when you're using the cloud, and there are a lot of Internet of Things application, the functions that you could use?
Yes, you're right. AWS will be another way to store our files into the cloud, which we could purchase from AWS, data storage. However, one of the things I decided not to use AWS at last was because the software itself comes with a system that you could save your files on Dropbox or Google Drive, and it has that option. It has that demand on the website. For example, I could go back and show you to my right here to my if we go all the way down to storage, it has the way to share all the with a network server, all this ID numbers that you could connect your storage by. So as it won't be reasonable for me to really look for AWS when I have this. That's the reason why I stay away from AWS.
Thank you. Any more questions for Roberta? Okay. Thank you.
Everyone listening.
Yeah. I will encourage you to complete the evaluation forms. You all have the evaluation forms, and if you do not have a copy, it's available on the School of Engineering website for the presentation. Please complete the evaluation form and email it to me for all the presenters.